Starting to think this might not be worth it. Yeah, whatever, I'll just deal with a level 2 weapon, I guess. And I guess this must work, because how else would I get her out? Maybe you should have to time it really, really well. I don't know. The camera scroll. I'm gonna go over here because I don't want to get pushed into the spikes. I just said I'd let the camera scroll and then I didn't. Oh well, it's fine. I know what to look out for now. Except for that one. That one caught me off guard. That one didn't. Although I don't even know if that current was a trap or not. Well, I can farm stuff off of these enemies, I guess. Yes, did it. Where did she go? Did goddamn, Kazuma fucking find her or something and just leave me to die here? As I've said many times, the walkthrough is pretty vague, so I don't know what the hell is supposed to be going on here, but... Man. Also, I never really mentioned this, but I want to talk about this right now. When I got to this part in the original playthrough, I never said it, but I was secretly worried that this was like the bad ending or something. So I was still focused on the fact that there were multiple endings, so I was legitimately worried, like, oh god, is there just like two endings, a good ending and a bad ending, and the bad ending is where like the village is empty and there's nowhere left to go and there's not even like an ending screen or credits, it's just you wandering around until you are forced to exit the game because there's nowhere else to go and you just give up. Clearly, my mind has darker ideas than the game developer. Oh? Professor Booster, hey! I wasn't expecting you to show up. I was like, oh, why did I stop? Only you, I see. The doctor has acquired the red flowers. The island's Mimigas have all fallen into his hands. So the tragedy has become inevitable. So this is confusing, because I was wondering how the hell he'd get back. And there was that teleporter down there that said, like, oh, someone with engineering skill or whatever should be able to find this. And should be able to fix this. So how is he not able to escape after you talk to him? Because the only other logical explanation I had was like, oh, he must use like the booster to get back up. And if you take it from him, then he isn't able to use it or something. But then I would wonder what the teleporter was for. So I don't know what the deal is, but since I'm not gonna really get any answers until... Well, I might get some answers here. I don't know any of the dialogue in the good ending, so... I might get some ending... Bleh! My words, they're mixed up. I might get some answers in the future, but until I do, I'm just going to imagine that he just gives up afterwards. Like, seeing you makes him content enough to just give up or something, but not seeing you means he still has the willpower to fight or something, and actually look for a way out. I don't know. I don't know how it works. I don't know. So the tragedy has become inevitable. I don't know if I read that line already or not. I should have allowed at least Sue to escape when I had the chance. The Booster 2.0. So how does this one operate? Because I'm pretty sure it operates differently to the original one, but I don't know how. Please heed my last request. If you see Sue again, I want you to take her and flee this island. That girl is Sakamoto's daughter, and she never wanted to come here in the first place, but we couldn't leave the child all alone, so she had no choice but to come along with us. I beg you. take that girl with you and flee. Well, I could do that. Or I could play the really hard level. Okay, booster 2.0. Yeah, still don't know why you have to equip it. It occurs to me now that I should have actually read the description. Shut up, Windows 10. And you can move in any direction. Interesting. So if you don't hold any direction when you double jump, you just get shot straight up. Like it doesn't even like sputter out at the end. It just stops. But if you jump and then hold a direction, it does the same but for that direction. Interesting. So, the reason why I came all the way here with the Polar Star, I'm sure even if you haven't played this game before and don't know what's coming, you were probably able to guess just by watching my regular playthrough. If I could just get up there. Because it's still no replacement for the machine gun. This is gonna make platforming interesting. I'm definitely gonna have to get used to this, but I'm sure once I get used to it, it'll be a huge help. I'll also have to get used to the fact that I won't be able to like move and do this at the same time. Because normally I just keep holding left and then I'd do it, and then it would propel me up and I'd still be going to the right or left or whatever direction I was holding. But now I'm not going to be able to do that? So that's going to be fun to get used to. You haven't seen the gun I made, have you? Someone went and stole it while I was sleeping. Drat, this is why I should have been keeping it in my pocket while I napped. Hey! Isn't that my gun? What are you doing with it? I didn't make it for you. Give that back. Ha! I see you've certainly been giving my gun a workout. You know, I've long believed that one's weapon should be crafted by oneself. That one who fights with another's weapons and considers that force his own is witless. That one who blames his tools for that which his own power cannot achieve is a fool. However, when I see this gun before me that you've used so exhaustively, it moves this man to tears. To think such thorough use were possible even before the gun's completion. Heh. I apologize for my grumbling. You can keep this gun. After I finish it, of course. Polar Star became the Spur. In this world, there exists a balance between those who are creators and those who are users. I knew that, of course, but it took your help for me to experience this firsthand. From now on, I vow to dedicate myself to the side of creation. The labor involved becomes joy when I know there are those who will enjoy my work to the utmost. So, I already knew about this weapon because I, learned that there were multiple weapons that you could trade the Polar Star for. So I wanted to make sure I get the one that's the best one. And here's how this gun works. It's basically just, even though it's at level 1, and you can see it's at level 1, it functions identically to the Polar Star's level 3. You may be thinking, oh, what happens when you level it up to 4 then? To which I say, you can't. At least not regularly. For with this weapon, the experience bar has a different function. You hold down the shoot button and then you let go and shoot a really, really powerful laser. Of course, if you let go sooner, then it shoots a weaker laser. That's basically like representative of the other levels. But then you have the big laser, which does a lot of damage. Even if you didn't use its laser, which you really should, then it would still be better than the Polar Star just in the fact that it cannot be leveled down. Look at how powerful that is. It does 33 damage. And of course you can still use it like a regular Polar Star if you're in a tight spot. So this will probably be my favorite weapon from now on, because it can't be leveled down. Still gonna missile spam any boss that comes from now on. I let go of up too early. Oh well. Even the regular laser is like, I think, yeah, it's more powerful than the standard shot. So you can like panic and rapid fire, or you could play it like at least a little bit smarter and have a more powerful shot just by delaying it for a second. This weapon is so good. This is the first chance I've had to use it myself, and it is wonderful. I wanted to see if I could get all of them at once, but apparently not. Alright, let's continue. Alright, so now that that's taken care of, let's go to the A corridor. Whoa. So you can go back to the labyrinth? What? What? How? You can go back to the labyrinth? Just lead back to the, shop? Oh, that's why I can go back here. Because he did fix the teleporter. I mean, I knew that, but I didn't know that it would actually be selectable from the thing. Oh, that's cool. Okay, same old A corridor. Good old classic A corridor. Oh, I missed. Damn it, I missed again. This is really hard to time. Since it's not an instant laser, it just takes a second to go. Yeah, I think I'm going to be using it as, like, the classic Polar Star for most situations. Which is especially helpful because it never runs out. I can keep using it. Unlike the Polar Star, which you get hit a couple times and you're going back. You can instantly kill that at level 2. Oh yeah, there's nothing there. Should wait it. I saw someone else do something in a Let's Play, but I guess this isn't that part. Oh my god. This weapon is so good. Even though I was excited to try it out, I severely underestimated it. Wow, I'm loving the booster too. Oh, you ready for this? Ha! I moved out of the way just in case. Oh, this was the part I was thinking of, where if you go under this little thing, it just kills the enemy instantly. Right. Oh well, didn't get to see it for myself, but I'm sure you could imagine what it looked like. Nice. This booster makes me feel like fucking Superman. I got the Superman theme playing in my head while I fly around. Okay, maybe I'm getting a little too reckless with it. I wonder if I can just stay to the right. Also, I heard somewhere that apparently you can skip this boss if you're quick enough in going through the door. Okay, I just want to try staying on the right, but no, they fly over there. Right. I just want to see if I could totally cheese the boss with the Spur. I have to get used to two new things here, because I have two completely new pieces of tech that I have to hold down, and I keep getting them mixed up. I actually haven't really gotten them mixed up this attempt, but a lot of the time during the last attempt when I was just like exploring how good they were, I was constantly pressing the wrong button. If you think about it, this version of the booster is kind of like a substitute for a sprint button that I've been wishing this game has. I haven't actually said it, but multiple times I've wished that there was a sprint button because it can be so slow sometimes. Yeah, I'm just gonna deal with you like this. I don't really have to worry about many things being out of reach anymore. I'm just like, oh, there are missiles out of my reach. Bam, got him. Oh, this is a fun mechanic, this booster 2.0. Ha! This weapon is pretty good against this boss. Oh. Better not die when the thing is over. Oh, okay, the spike disappeared. Good. I was gonna say, I at least better get some invincibility frames. Like the invincibility frames I'm owed after hitting the spikes. Oh yeah, and I don't know why these fans are here that you can activate by pressing down. Because either way, you'd have the booster at this point. Like when I was watching the playthrough that I did while editing it, and I was like, "Whoa, why is this fan that you can turn on here?" I was like, "Oh, maybe in the good ending path, you might not get the booster until after the egg order, and that's why these fans are here." But no, that's not it at all. You either get it in Arthur's house or in a labyrinth. So what's the point of it being here? I guess it's for if people are like really stupid and they activate Miss Sakamoto's like quest line, where they have to go get a bunch of stuff without the booster, but the player decides to come back here for some reason. That's the only explanation I possibly have for this. This booster is so cool. I'm constantly checking the guide just to make sure I'm not missing anything. But no, the next step is in the plantation. Apparently if you... Oh, I was pressing down to scroll the camera down, not remembering that I was in front of a door and that's the interact button. Apparently if you go down there where the little people are, then you can... There's something that you can do where it's some side quest where you get the family's husband back or whatever, and you can trade the blade in for a different weapon that's stronger at level 1 than it is at level 3. But I'm not gonna deal with that because I don't want to have to bother with avoiding experience. So... I'm gonna save again, actually. Yeah, I don't want to have to bother with avoiding experience because I don't want to make the gun worse. Although for someone who's better at like avoiding stuff like that, I could see it might be a really interesting challenge. Risk versus reward sort of thing. I don't know. All I know is I'm not getting it.